Hey Google, play All I Want for Christmas.
Got it.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna be doing a little mini mukbang. I am eating on some, I actually had already started eating on them, but I'm gonna still show y'all. I'm eating some wings and some fries. I'm in my hotel room, and I already did one of these in the hotel room that I'm in, but I'm gonna run it back again. Like, I'm finna chat and I'm finna eat my food. And just to go ahead and do a quick disclosure, it might be some smacking, you might see me eating on some food, might do a little chatting. I ain't gonna get crazy sloppy because I don't like them type of mukbangs, but I'm gonna be chatting while I'm eating. Like, yesterday when I did it, I kept it real cute, but baby, my food gonna get cold trying to do all that. So if y'all don't like the smacking and the eating and the chewing and the wooing, this ain't the video for you. Pick something else. Pick somebody else. But today, y'all, I just want to talk about me. I want to talk about finding myself. I want to talk about how I found myself. What led to me finding myself. I just want to chat. I just want to go off and chat and just talk. And sometimes I think of topics off right off the top of my head, and I don't know what I'm gonna say, but I know who I am, so I speak very clearly when I'm speaking about myself, and you know, so that's not hard. It's not hard to just chat when I come up with a subject because I talk a lot too. But anyway, I just want to talk about finding myself and what led to me to getting in this era where some people call it soft girl era, but no, that's more so to like certain lifestyle, whatever. You can consider it whatever. But I feel like I got truly deep into this era of choosing me. And I'm going to tell y'all from the beginning about me to the end. And we just going to chat, homegirl to homegirl. Woman to woman, man to man, whoever listening, whoever looking to find themselves, this can be useful to all y'all. All the people pleaser, all that. If y'all don't know, my sign is a Cancer, and it seems like every Cancer that I meet act so much like me. But anyways, I'm a very giving person. I go above and beyond for people. I love making people happy. I love being a giver. Like, receiving is cool and all, but I just love providing services and doing things for people who need me, and the people that I truly love and stuff like that. But I feel like eventually being a people pleaser and a giver, it drains you. It eventually mentally drains you, physically drains you, it emotionally drains you, and eventually you're gonna get to the point where you're just over it. So growing up, pretty much I've always been the one in the family, like the techie person, the jack of all trades, if somebody needs something, you can call me and I got you and I'm gonna come running. That was always me. That was always constantly me. But it was like I was always pouring into other people's cups, but when it was my turn, my cup wasn't getting poured into. Or when I really sat down and evaluated, it's like, dang, if I was in some of these situations that people are in and they need me, would they be able to give me the same thing in return? And not to say that I do things for people because I want something in return, but at some point the relationship and everything has to be mutual, because it's gonna feel like one person is giving more than the other one, and I just got tired of feeling like that. But honestly, what led me to that, I honestly feel like I would still be the same way if it wasn't for my mom passing away. Because my mom passing away is what really, when I tell y'all, it opened my eyes to not only life being short, because we say it all the time, but when you in a situation and you shown how short life is, you don't have time to play with nobody. You don't have time to play games with your life, because you know how fast it can be gone. So like after my mom died, my mom was the same way. Like she always doing for people. She always go above and beyond. She was just that type of person. And I felt like people didn't really do that in return. Like not the way that she did for other people. So I feel like she was always looking out for people and not expecting anything in return, and still treating them the same or whatever. No matter what type of person you was, she just welcomed everybody. That's the type of person she was, and I feel like that's where I get that from. Like always wanting to please people, always being like yes, yes, yes to this and that, you know, in relationships, friendships, everything. So when my mom passed away, and when it came to coming together for the financial aspect, let me just go ahead and start here. My mom got 9 kids. And when it came to the financial aspect of coming together as a family, we have a big family. And taking care of the financial responsibility of my mom's funeral and stuff like that. Not that it was about the money, but I felt like my mom did so much for people. And I can literally kind of count on my hand, maybe a little bit more than that, for the people that kind of came through for her, if that makes any sense. So that kind of made me look at people a whole lot differently. Like when my mom passed away, I just felt like, damn, like that was really all we had. And everybody who she did for, a lot of people who she did for, they didn't come through for her. So it just like really reminded me and opened my eyes to see that you get nothing from giving your all and pouring into people and not choosing yourself. You get nothing. It's like, because when you leave this earth, some of those same people is not going to do that for you. They not going to do that for you, and they not going to come through, and they not going to do half of the stuff that you did for them. So it's like, I just literally put my foot down. I was like, you know what? I'm telling people no. If it doesn't benefit both of us or me, then I'm not doing it. And I don't want to come off as mean, but it's like, what you paying for it? Like I done did a lot of stuff for free now. Nothing is free. Nothing is free when it comes to me anymore. Everything is mutual. Nobody gets to half-ass with me anymore. So that's the point that I got to. So it really made me kind of sit back and reevaluate people in my life, people around me. That really just opened my eyes, and I just started slowly saying no. Slowly saying I can't make it. Slowly saying I don't have it. I can't do it. And not because I really can't, but it's like, did you do it for me? Would you do it for me? Did you ever do it for me? Have you ever did it for me? Will you ever did it for me? And there was times where I genuinely didn't have it. I don't want to make it seem like I was just like, oh yeah, I got it and I'm not doing it for you. But it was times where I genuinely didn't have it, and I would still give it to people, and I would still do for people. But the more I did that, the more I just started feeling better. I felt so at ease. I felt so, you know what, this conversation is too serious to be sitting up here eating, because my spirit, my spirit been a snap. But it felt so good to finally, like, a lot of the things that I was stressed about, it would just be things that I was doing for other people that wouldn't do it in return, and I wasn't being compensated, or I wasn't getting the same energy in return. So I just got to a place where it's like, not to even be mean, but I started cutting a lot of people off. I started saying F people. Like, I really did not care. It was about me. Because at the end of the day, if I can't take care of me, I can't take care of nobody. And once I realized that, my life got so much better. And I feel like fitness played a huge role into that too, because I got into fitness. I got so much more confidence. Always been confident, don't get me wrong. But I got so much more confidence about myself. I got this different energy. I got this different happiness. I got this different glow. Like, everything just different now. My energy just want to be in a room with different energy. Like, I just got to the point where it was my mom, It was fitness and changing my lifestyle, my health. It was no longer wanting to be surrounded around negativity. It was paying attention to the things that I consume, paying attention to the circles that I have, paying attention to the energy that I let around me. That's what changed my life. I got to a point where it's like, if it's not something positive, why are we talking about it? I don't want to talk about negative. I don't want to talk about other people. I don't want to dwell in negativity, because that stuff drains you. That stuff drains you. You hear me? Hear me loud and clear. Not just minus the saying no. Negativity will drain you. And I was listening to something where it was like, hold on. I was listening to something, I don't remember, I think it was probably TD Jakes or Sarah Jakes, or I don't remember, but it's not the first time I heard it. And I started listening to a lot of motivational speeches and meditating. I would dive in a little bit, but I got way deeper during my journey. And it was the thing was like, positive people don't attract negative energy, because they don't even put themselves in rooms with negative energy. They don't even have negative, super negative conversations. So if you claim, oh, this part, everything, the energy around me is negative, that's on you, baby. You chose to be in that room. You got some part of that negativity because you still sticking around. You still there. So it's just like, negative people are negative people. Positive people are positive people. There are in two different categories. They don't even be in the same room together. They don't even have business in the same room together. Really, people that don't align to what you got going on and where you're going don't even belong in the same room with you. And I don't even want to come off as mean, but straight up, some people are just not on my level. And I had to understand that some people are just not on my level. So once I realized that, I kind of started moving like that, and stopped surrounding myself with anything negative or anything that I felt like wasn't pouring into me the way I was pouring into them, or, you know, stuff like that. And that was like, I'm talking about, it wasn't just friends, it was family members too. Like, I really be in my own bubble with my own little family that I've created most of the time, because I don't want to sit in the room and talk about what this family member got going on, or what this person is doing, or what this person, because growing up, a lot of times, I feel like family really ain't family, because while we sitting in a room discussing other family members, we supposed to be picking each other up and having each other back and stuff, and we over here, oh yeah, such and such doing this and doing that, and it's just like, damn, if your family ain't looking out for you, who the fuck is? Who is? So that was a big deal for me. So I kind of like stay in my bubble. I go here and there, you know. Obviously, I ain't cut my family off or nothing, but I deal with people in doses. I don't have to deal with anybody, but when I deal with people, I choose when I want to deal with them, and when I want to come to the event, and when I want to show up. I choose that. And regardless if people feel like, oh, she thinks she all that, oh, she bougie. Nah, baby, I'm happy. I'm not miserable. I don't want to sit around this misery. I don't want to sit around anything. What am I missing? The same stuff? People that are in the same position, people that are in the same place that they were. Like, I'm not missing nothing. I'm not missing nothing by missing what you got going on. Everything that I need is over here in my lane, in my world, with me, within me. So that was just that. I got to that place. And eventually, let me tell you, eventually when you start saying no and you start choosing yourself, it becomes so fulfilling. Like, oh, I love it here. I love it here. Like, I feel so selfish. And you're supposed to be selfish with yourself. Like, I feel so selfish and I love it. And the people who actually, you know, who I feel like pour into me the way I pour into them, and the people who I'm surrounding around right now, and everything that I've recreated for myself, this whole new normal, it feels good. Like, if you're around and you in my life right now, just know you are special. You are important. You gonna get poured into the same way. I feel like whatever we got going on, the energy is reciprocated. That's why you around. Ain't nobody around where I feel any type of, I don't know, I'm kind of iffy on this. I don't have to be iffy on nobody, because I don't have to deal with you. So that's the place where I'm at now in my life. I just got used to saying no. And everything else just been, it's like a spiral effect. Got on the fitness journey, changed my whole life, started taking my schoolwork seriously. First of all, let's scratch all that. I started back getting to know God. That's number one, because I'm not finna sit up here and lie and act like I was praying and I was heavy into God. I started losing faith in God, especially after I done lost 2 family members back to back, and when my husband had lupus and we were just going through all of that, like, I started losing faith. I started losing sight. But I noticed the more I lost faith and started feeding into that negativity and trying to handle all my battles on my own, things were just spiraling. It just got worse and worse and worse. So that's number one. And then I went on the fitness journey. And then I got better at choosing myself. And then I recreated, reinvented myself and found my new normal and changed my circle up and started taking my college work more serious, started taking my businesses more serious. I did something big. I took a leap of faith and quit my job. And although I don't have the answers right now of what I'm doing and what I got going on, God do. He do. And he been showing me. He's showing me right here on this trip that I'm on. Like, anybody in the world can be here, but I was chosen to be. And I'm going to take advantage of that opportunity. I am going to I've been constantly saying, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Like, I'm in the room with people that I never even imagined being in the room with so soon. Because I'm not going to say I never imagined being in the room, because I know who I am. I know what I want. I know where I'm going. So I know I'm going to be in the room with these people. But so soon, I didn't. But that's just me finding my new normal. When you lose someone and they say find your new normal, don't just find your new normal of getting used to not being without them. Do something else. Like, recreate yourself, reinvent yourself, because you're going to need to, in order to stop yourself from falling into that funk and truly losing yourself. You just really have to do things that you never thought you would do before and try new things and stuff like that. And I can say my new normal does not just include learning to live life without my mom physically here. My new normal is I'm a whole new person. If you knew me back then, you don't know me. You do not know me. You don't know me. You don't know Diamond. If you knew me outside of September 2021, you don't know me. And even then, I'm constantly evolving. You don't even know the Diamond that was back in September 2021. If you don't, you just don't know me. If you ain't knew me the past couple weeks, you don't know me. If you ain't gotten to know me. So, yeah, I'm just constantly evolving and constantly growing. I don't want to be stuck in the same spot. I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be gossiping. I don't want to be drama. I just want to continue to live my long, healthy life that I'm going to live, and continue to thrive and continue to surround myself by people that support me, people that show up for me like I show up for them, people that care for me, people that pour into me the way I pour into them, people that just want to just live life. Just live life in a positive manner. I don't want anything else outside of live and elevate and grow and become a better version of themselves. That's the only type of people. I gotta say a message to everybody. If you're someone who is exactly like me, always doing for people, always pouring into people, always going above and beyond for people, let it go. I'm telling you, it's gonna hurt in the beginning. But in the end, you're going to be so glad that you chose yourself. You're going to be so glad that you're selfish with yourself, because like I constantly say, if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of nobody. You cannot survive on this earth if you're not taking care of yourself. And even if you do, you're not going to be happy. You're just making everybody else happy. Why are you building everybody else's happiness? Build your own. Build yourself up. Stop preaching and pouring life into other people. Pour it into yourself. And then you can do that. And then you can go out into the world and do that. But choose you. Choose you every time, and don't let nobody feel guilty about it. Because don't let nobody make you feel guilty about choosing you. Because who else would you choose? Who else would you choose? Nobody, because you shouldn't. So that's what I want to say to y'all. Choose yourself every time and don't feel bad about it. Okay? And thank y'all so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I was supposed to be eating, but stuff got real close into my heart because I'm real passionate about this because I done been through it. And I really appreciate y'all. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up and follow me on all social media platforms. I will link them here and here and here and here and here.